Millions of Americans spend time playing video games. A Christian company called Lightside is using the popularity of gaming to win people to Christ. Joining me now is Brent Dusing, who is CEO of Lightside. Brent, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
First, we've heard that so far, 16,000 gamers have come to know Christ through your games. Tell us about that.
It's true. We've had, in the history of Lightside, over 7 million people play our games. Stained Glass is our latest game. And through the course of making these games, we've had over 16,000 people come to Christ through our partnership with the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association. So we've found that people not only enjoy the games, but also find change in their hearts.
That's amazing. So why is it important to have Christian video games?
600 million people today are playing games on their mobile devices. And there are choices that are very dark that are out there. There's a Kim Kardashian game where the object of the game is to sleep your way through Hollywood. There are countless games where you become a criminal. Grand Theft Auto has a mobile version. There's a very popular game called Crime City. There's a lot of games where people engage in really bad behavior, and we found that there was almost nothing on the App Store that was fun and beautiful, but that also contained a Christian worldview. And at Lightside, we want to be the light in the darkness to the 600 million people who are playing games out there.
Amen. Well, tell us about your new game, Stained Glass. You mentioned it a moment ago. We hear it is the #1 Christian game app right now. What inspired you to create it, and what's it all about?
Stained Glass is a beautiful, fun puzzle game where people match pieces, they merge colors together, and they encounter different obstacles to overcome to create these beautiful stained glass windows. When the stained glass windows are formed, the windows come to life, and then a character from the Bible tells you their story from their own standpoint. So imagine being able to have a cup of coffee with Eve and hearing from her, well, what did you do all day in the garden? And what was it like to look God in the eyes and tell him what you'd done? And what was it like to have to leave? So we tell the story from a very emotional, personal standpoint as you play through the puzzles and form the stained glass windows. So Stained Glass is a beautiful game. It's a fun game. We're averaging a 5-star review on the App Store and seeing a lot of great feedback from people, from Christians who have been waiting to get a great, fun, beautiful game that uplifts their values rather than tears their values down.
Well, I'm going to visit the App Store and get Stained Glass. What are some other games, and who is your target audience?
Our target audience for Stained Glass are really adults. We find that the vast majority of people who play our games are people over 25 years old. We have a lot of women play our games. It's the same types of people who are playing Candy Crush, who are playing Angry Birds, who are playing even games like Clash of Clans, and they're finding Stained Glass, and they're really finding it to be uplifting. Now, we have a lot of parents who will share the games with their kids. I have kids myself, and that's part of the reason we do what we do, is to provide a beautiful alternative like Stained Glass to people out there.
Amazing. Well, do you have any other games in the works right now?
We do. We have some ideas that we're thinking about, but we just got Stained Glass to a point that we're really excited about. There are a lot of features in there that you can share with your friends in Stained Glass. You can post your progress. You can even compete with friends. As you're progressing through the game and building windows, you can see how you've gotten further ahead than someone else. And so we built a lot of fun features inside Stained Glass to really get it to a point that we're really excited about.
Amazing. Brent Dusing, CEO of Lightside, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.